Good morning, beautiful.
Good morning.
Wow, that was a good night's sleep.
It was.
Nice and toasty in here with that diesel heater, isn't it?
It is. It's quite funny because I like to be warm when I get into bed, but then I need it to be cold. And then I just need my blanket to be where I get my warmth from, otherwise I get too hot. And then I can't get up and use the loo until the heating's been turned on in the morning. But thankfully, with the diesel heater, we turn it on. It gets warm. Well, Steve turns it on. It gets warm, and I go for a week.
Okay, the pub here does a great breakfast, so it opens at 9 o'clock. I'm going to pop in there now and get breakfast. We've got a busy schedule today. We've got Legoland booked at 11 and Sealife at 1:30. Excited, George?
We'd all rather go Legoland than Sealife. Well,
No. See
back to me. Back to just me. Okay. So we are gonna take our time at Legoland.
Yes, we're going to take our time at both.
And if it goes over,
then we can go late to Sealife. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
Or we just don't go to Sealife.
Okay.
No. We're going to go to Sealife. We're going to see the
We're gonna see life.
We're going to see the weed. The seaweed. Ah.
Let's get this bed put away. Did you enjoy sleeping up there, Georgie? Yeah? It's good because he's got the TV here and he's been giggling and chuckling to whatever he's been watching on telly. So this stop has done us great for a couple of nights, hasn't it?
It has, and we've been here before. We were here back in the pre-channel days when we stayed for the NEC.
So yes, we'll put a link in the description. Ideal if you're visiting the NEC. It's your Dennis the Menace top you're wearing.
George said, "Where's Wally?" I said he's at home, probably still in bed. Don't tell Harry I said that. I've not had breakfast in a couple of weeks now, but Steve saw on social media that a few of our friends who were here last week for the NEC show came in for breakfast, and it looked incredible. He's been banging on about it for the last couple of days, so we've come in for our own breakfast. And while we're here, we're all catching up on a bit of social media and a bit of time on our phones. Even George is catching up with his mates. It's only 9 o'clock in the morning and it's half term. The only Wi-Fi available in here is the cloud, and I don't trust public Wi-Fis. So of course we're all making sure we're using Surfshark. If you don't know what Surfshark is, it's a VPN, which is a virtual private network. And what that means is it encrypts all my data and all my information and keeps it safe on the internet. Basically, it creates a safe tunnel between this device and the internet. When we were first doing our research for VPNs, we chose Surfshark because it's one of the only VPNs that allows unlimited devices under one account. And when you're a family of 5 devices, there's a lot of them. When we're traveling anywhere in the world, the boys' favourite feature is that they can set their IP address back to the UK so they can continue using our home accounts for Disney, Netflix, Amazon. It's all just there to pick up and carry on with. There are no changes in what's available because they're using our home accounts. Even yesterday, George set his IP address to the... Where did you set your IP address to?
Australia.
Even yesterday while we were travelling, George set his IP address to Australia so he could access Karate Kid because he's just finished watching Cobra Kai, so he wanted to carry on with the theme. If you think that Surfshark is something that you might be interested in, or if you just want to have a little look and see whether it's the right fit for you, scan this QR code here or use the link in the description. Add the code Radford and you get up to 3 months extra for free. And the best thing is you've got 30 days as a money-back trial.
What a treat.
Oh my gosh.
What a treat.
I'm glad I went small.
That's a small one. Look, me and George have got medium.
I'm
Look at that.
already having regrets.
And we've got big sausage though, George. Huh? Good.
And I went toast, not fried bread as well. Disgusting stuff. I could do with a little nap now. Gosh.
That sets us up for the day though, isn't it?
Yes. So we can power through what we've got planned for the day.
Starting with Legoland.
Yay!
So a simple level up on the airbags last night, didn't need the legs. But also the Karcher. I trust you guys have got a Karcher. Get rid of the condensation on the windows. Dead simple with a Karcher. It was just over half an hour's drive from our pub stop to Legoland Discovery Centre in Birmingham, or Birmingham as I like to pronounce it, and it seems a lot of you picked up on in last week's video. So parking in the centre of Birmingham is a no-no, especially for a motorhome. So we parked about 15 minutes away in a side street in a residential area. I think the van will be fine there. Happy, George?
Happy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome. Ooh, it's one of them elevators to the top
Oh no.
So we went in the lift, pressed the button, and came out at the City of Champions ride.
First ride of the day.
We jumped on the ride, I put down my big camera, grabbed the gun, and started to shoot the targets as we went round. It was at this stage we could see that the Legoland Discovery Centre was probably aimed at children a little younger than George.
And be sure to shoot the scary spiders. Hurry, so I can escape.
But he was enjoying himself, trying to shoot more targets than Linz and I.
I think maybe we should have come 4 or 5 years ago.
Next we went into the room full of Lego models and scenes made up, which is always one of George's favourites from all the Legolands we've been to in the past.
I didn't know you could play the guitar.
The theme seemed to be Birmingham based, with models like the NEC and the local cricket pitch and football stadium that was interactive and you could play with. They even had a model of the Cadbury factory. Next up, George had to go building a Lego racer.
That's what you're meant to build.
Easy.
So we're in Discovery Centre and I've got no signal whatsoever. So I've jumped on the Wi-Fi just to keep an eye on the motorhome because I'm not sure it's safe where we're parked it. Because of course I've got a Ring doorbell on the outside, so I can just keep an eye on what's going on.
With all the amazing places that we've been to and done what we'd call city breaks, we were thinking that Birmingham would be quite easy, but we found it's not. There aren't that many airs, or there's not really much open air parking. There's a lot with height barriers, and we did actually drive past a sports area, an outdoor sports area that was taken over by travellers. So I can understand why there might have been some issues in the past. However, we have struggled to park. We've not found anywhere that we'd be comfortable with parking. The other thing about Birmingham is it's like some of the other old Victorian towns that have grown really big, Bradford, Bath, those kind of places. It is a ULEZ area, which means ultra low emission zones. So you do need to check before you even bring in your vehicle as to whether you're going to be safe. We drove through the first sign and then had a mild panic, but luckily with our van, it's a newer van, so it's a Euro 6 something or other. I went online. I will post a link in the description, and it takes you to the government's website. You can put in your registration number and it'll tell you whether you're safe in all of the cities or not, because we've had this before going through Bradford, which is where I'm from. So difficult city, not impossible, but difficult city to do a city break.
This one looks scary, George. I think I'll give it a miss. Good luck. How was Merlin's Apprentice?
Good, but we didn't really go as far as we hoped.
Okay. And of course, exit through the shop. Yay, what did you buy?
Okay, so in the end I was going to get 2 of these, but I went for one of these which has 9 figures, and for £5 less I got this too, which only has 4 figures, but I have neither, so I just wanted to get one of each.
Loves your Lego, don't you?
Love it.
Right.
£5 less. I like the way you presented that. Gosh, it's windy and cold out here.
So how was that in all?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I think we missed the age by a couple of years, but it was still a nice couple of hours.
Yeah.
Hour, maybe nicer.
But much more suited for younger children, right?
Definitely.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, Sea Life now, George.
Sea Life.
Let's do it.
The disappointing thing is the one thing that probably was really age appropriate, the VR, you had to buy an extra ticket for. And you can either scan the QR code and there's no reception in there, or come back upstairs to reception, buy a ticket and go back down. And there was no way that once we'd left that area we were going to go back. That was a bit disappointing. This is a nice little area, isn't it, between all the tourist sections. It looks like 4 canals all converge. I'm sure David from Vandemonian will tell me it's just one that's branching off in different directions. He'd know. But it's really nice in this area. Yeah. Sea Life was right across the road, just a 2-minute walk from Legoland, so we headed straight there. This is a bit more me. We've arrived ahead of our time slot, and it doesn't seem to be a problem at any of the 3 places we've been over the last couple of days. They are quite flexible, so book your time slot, and if you need to come early and it's not too busy, they'll let you in. First up were the penguins. This one seemed to like the attention.
Hey.
It's like a lazy river.
And the others looked like they were having lots of fun swimming and playing in the flow of the lazy river. As you go around the Sealife Centre in Birmingham, you spiral upwards around this beautiful tall cylinder full of bright tropical fish and bubbles. It looks awesome. We loved that the large tanks were teeming with a huge variety of fish and sharks and rays. Some of the tanks have viewing tunnels for children to get up close and personal with the fish. So many colours and so many sizes exploring the area together. We know that their eyes are on top of their heads, but when they pressed up against the glass, it felt like the rays were coming to say hi to us. The Sealife Centres are part of a larger conservation movement. We learnt a lot about turtles, who are the sea's gardeners. Sea turtles are one of the very few animals that eat seagrass, which needs to be kept short so it can grow across the seafloor. Turtles are also very cute. There was another opportunity to try a VR experience.
You want to do this?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But once again, we couldn't book tickets.
So you got reception and you're trying to pay for the 4D experience and the website's just hanging. They want to charge you an extra £7, but no, it's just hanging.
And again, it looks like the best thing here. Apart from the otters.
And they were hidden.
Yeah, they were away.
Look at that.
As we moved around the upper floors, we found lots of smaller tanks with even more unusual species.
Yeah, just bizarre. Jellyfish. About the only place I want to see them is in a tank, not in the sea. You won't remember when Eddie got stung, will you?
I remember seawalls.
Right.
They're very cool.
The final experience in the centre is a walk through a large underwater tunnel. It was an eerie feeling to be surrounded by sharks, rays and so much sea life above our heads.
Oh, look, another gift shop to exit through. 3 in 2 days. Maybe we've just reached that stage where we're just a bit, the kids are just a little bit old for this kind of thing now.
Well, once you've done one sea life, you've done them all, haven't you, really?
Well, they're all a bit different, but yeah. I mean,
We spent 40 minutes in there.
40 minutes, Jesus, that's £1 a minute.
Yep. And back to the van.
For an instant, almost instant, hot tea.
Right, I don't know why we didn't get an electric kettle ages ago. We got all that lithium. And we've been away actually for 3 days and that's 2 nights in the van and the batteries are still 80%.
It's the best thing ever. I love
Right.
having an instant kettle.
Super fast,
So
this
fast.
Bosch one, isn't it?
It's faster than the house one.
Right, maybe we should get one for home. Before we hit the road and whilst Lynn's just drinking her tea, I thought we'd run through some costs from this couple of days away. Well, it's been 3 days away in the van, 2 nights away, hasn't it?
It has. The nights were free.
Yep, because it was in a pub car park, so that was good, but we did go in and spend some money in the pub.
Yes.
We had a meal in there and we had breakfast this morning, didn't we? So,
Yeah.
And some drinks in the pub. So you don't mind that as well when you've got a free stop in the pub. You don't mind going in and spending some money. And you know, most pubs will allow you to stop. We, of course, find them on Search for Sites and Park for Night. But you'll find that many pubs will allow you to stop if they've got a big enough car park. If you just ask and you go in there and spend some money. So bear that in mind.
It was a proper pub with normal pricing, wasn't it?
Yeah, with good
So
pricing.
good value.
Good value pricing. But our 2 activity days with George was £145 for the 3 of us.
Yeah, we'd planned just to buy Cadbury World tickets and we saw that there was an afternoon tea experience that we thought we'd try and book. That was fully booked.
That was fully booked. Booked that in well in advance.
And then as you click through, so what was the price for just Cadbury World?
I can't remember, but it was £145 for the 3 activities. So that's Cadbury World, Sea Life and the Legoland Discovery Centre.
Yeah, you could just keep adding extra experiences.
Yeah, I think it's £15 per person per day.
As you go through the checkout process. Yeah.
Something like that. The Discovery Centre, I would say it's good for ages up to 9 or 10 for the Lego Discovery Centre.
And there were still some bits that we enjoyed.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bad couple of hours. It was quite nice to spend a couple of hours doing something like that. And I think it's rekindled his love for Lego as well, hasn't it?
It has.
It is good stuff.
It has. But our favourite, I think, definitely was yesterday, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Oh, there you go, guys. Now, don't forget, if you want to check out Surfshark, scan this QR code here or follow the link in the description to get your discount and up to 3 months free. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not subscribed, and we'll catch you on the next one.
See ya. When we're travelling anywhere in the world with the big boys, their favourite feature is that they can set their VPN. Use the code RADFORD and you get an extra 3 months. Up to. Use the link in the description. Use the link in the description or add the code RADFORD and you get an extra 3 months. Get up to 3 months. Don't forget if you fancy giving Surfshark a go, use the link in the description and you get up to 3 months extra free.
Thank you.